angelfish. It's good to see all of you guys. I've just missed seeing you guys so much that before I went to bed with all my little fishy friends here, I wanted to say hi and talk to you guys for a little bit. Is that alright? I was thinking, I'm all snuggled up in my pajamas. If you guys wanted to get in your pajamas too, we could have a sweet little slumber party. Maybe we could do a sing-along and I could read you a bedtime story right before we all go off to sleep. Does that sound alright? Oh, perfect. How about we get started with this sing-along? If you know the words, feel free to sing along with me. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm a girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos of plenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. The legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Streets. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Betcha on land, they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and what is it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore the shore of above? Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of your world. Oh, that was so sweet. It really is one of my favorite songs. I hope you guys were able to sing along with me. Now, how about we get started with the story? Would that be all right? Oh, perfect. I have one of my favorites picked out for you guys. Now, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but in the new story, Ralph breaks the internet and made a new sweet friend named Vanellope von Schweetz. Oh, she came into our princess slumber party, and ever since then, we've just been the best of friends. She fits along with us princesses perfectly, of course, since she is a queen. Now, she is one of my favorite friends, so I would just love to read you her story, if that's all right. All right, let's get started. Every day, Ralph would come on screen in the video game Fix-It Felix Jr. as the bad guy and yell, "I'm gonna wreck it!" And then he'd destroy everything. But when he went to talk to the bad guys from other games, he realized he didn't want to be a bad guy anymore. Oh gee, if only Ursula would realize she didn't want to be a bad guy, it would have made things much easier on my end, wouldn't it? Well, he knew the good guys got medals at the end of their games. If only he could win a medal. Then he could become a good guy. Ralph returned home and watched the Nicelanders and Felix having fun without him. Ralph wanted to fit in, but everything he touched broke, and no one wanted to be around him. As the arcade opened, a young girl came to play Fix-It Felix Jr., but something was wrong. The game started, and Ralph was missing. The Nicelanders thought he had gone to take over another arcade game, like the infamous Turbo had in the past. Felix went to bring him back because they were friends after all. Ralph escaped into Game Central Station and snuck into Hero's Duty, where he could win a huge medal. And then he would be a good guy. Everything in this new game was big, dark, and high definition. Sergeant Calhoun, the leader of the team, warned him about the huge, dangerous cybugs everywhere. Oh, look at that picture of Ralph. Doesn't he just look so sad to be a bad guy? Ralph had to fight hard as he climbed up the tower to receive the medal. Finally, he saw the medal and knew his dream was about to come true. Ralph walked up the podium to grab the medal, and as the soldiers congratulated Ralph, he tripped and fell, crushing some cybug eggs. They came to life as soon as they stepped on them, and Ralph stumbled into the escape pod with one of the cybugs attached to his face. The escape pod flew through Game Central Station and crashed into yet the third game, Sugar Rush. Ralph tumbled and rolled into a candy cane tree. He looked for his medal and found it hanging on a tree near a little girl, Vanellope von Schweetz. Oh, that's my friend! Vanellope saw Ralph's medal and climbed up after it. She wanted it too. Vanellope yelled, "I'll race you to it!" Ralph tried to catch up, but she was too fast. She swiped Ralph's medal as he fell into the candy lake. Oh, look at the picture of that cybug. I do have to say that the bugs in the human world were not a very nice surprise for me. I'm very happy to be in the human world, but some of those creepy crawlers just are not very fun. Well, back in Hero's Duty, Felix and Calhoun had teamed up. Felix was needed to bring Ralph home, and Calhoun wanted to find the missing cybug. Oh, thank goodness, I wouldn't want that thing crawling around Atlantica. The Candy people looked on as the racers assembled, and King Candy, the ruler of Sugar Rush, announced that racers could now enter the race. Vanellope had been waiting for that moment her whole life, so she brought over her cart and used the medal to pay for her fee. Vanellope had always dreamed of becoming a racer, and the medal was her chance. Look at Vanellope with her little cart. She looks so excited to be a part of the race. Candy-covered Ralph emerged from the stands, searching for Vanellope. Ralph charged through the racers, but King Candy's guards caught him. While Vanellope darted away, King Candy questioned Ralph. Ralph knew he had to get his medal back, so he managed to escape. One of the main racers, Taffeta, and her lackeys chased after Vanellope and made fun of her for being unique. They called her a glitch, a mistake in the game's programming. That's not very nice. They broke her cart apart, but Ralph came to the rescue, scaring the bullies away. Now, it looks like Ralph has caused a lot of problems in this story, but it was sure nice of him to help Vanellope like that. Doesn't sound like Taffeta's a very nice friend. Ralph and Vanellope finally spoke to each other and realized the medal was their chance to reach their dreams. Ralph agreed to help Vanellope. They broke into the local cart factory and made a unique new cart. Ralph thought it looked weird, but Vanellope was overjoyed with it. She and Ralph proudly signed the cart. Soon, King Candy's minions were after them. Vanellope and Ralph escaped from them and ran into Diet Cola Mountain, Vanellope's home. Ever since we've been having these princess sleepovers, Vanellope's told us we can come to Diet Cola Mountain, but I've heard that when the mints drop into the cola, it makes a very large sound, and I'm honestly scared to have a sleepover in Vanellope's home, although I've heard it's just lovely. Meanwhile, Felix and Calhoun made it to Sugar Rush. They searched for Ralph and the cybug. Vanellope told Ralph she was a glitch, and Ralph knew that he had to help Vanellope. They both wanted to be something more than they were in their own games. Vanellope wanted to give up, because she'd never driven a real cart before, but Ralph would not let her do that. He made her a racetrack, and even though Vanellope was scared, she kept trying. With Ralph by her side, she finally raced around the track like a true expert racer. Vanellope was finally ready to compete. If she won the race, she would get a whole pot of coins, including Ralph's medal back. She wanted to give Ralph his medal back, but first she had to run home and get something for him. While she was gone, King Candy found Ralph and tricked him into believing that Vanellope would ruin the game if she raced in it. Ralph thought he had to stop Vanellope from racing to save her, but King Candy gave Ralph the Medal of Heroes and he left. Vanellope came back with a homemade medal for Ralph. Ralph wanted to protect her from getting hurt, so he had to play the bad guy this time, and he wrecked the cart just so he could save her. But Vanellope saw he had the Medal of Honors and cried, "You sold me out!" Ralph tried to explain that if the game was ever unplugged, she would be doomed because she was a glitch. Ralph returned to his home game with the medal. Nothing was the same. One of the Nicelanders told him the game was going offline, so Ralph ended up alone. Oh, look at that picture of Ralph having to destroy Vanellope's cart. It's so sad. You could tell it really broke his heart, but he was just trying to help out his friend. As Ralph sat by himself, he saw Vanellope's image on the side of the Sugar Rush machine. He realized she was a part of the game and not a glitch. Ralph returned to Sugar Rush and found out that King Candy had stolen Vanellope's computer code. If she ever crossed the finish line, she'd become an official racer again, and King Candy would be gone forever. But Vanellope and Felix were now in King Candy's dungeon. Meanwhile, Calhoun fell into a hidden cybug hive. An invasion was coming. Oh no, that doesn't sound very good. Ralph freed Felix from the dungeon so he could fix Vanellope's race cart. Then, Ralph found Vanellope and apologized to her with the card. She forgave him, and they were happy to be friends again. Quickly, Vanellope hurried over to the track before the race was over. She glitched through turn after turn. Her win was in sight, just when the Cybugs broke through the track. While Vanellope and King Yandy kept racing, the Cybugs multiplied and exploded out of the track. They stopped the race. I really don't like these Cybugs very much, but look how happy Vanellope is to race again. King Candy and Vanellope fought each other to get ahead. As they did, his secret was revealed. He was really Turbo, the famous game jumper. Vanellope glitched away. As she approached the finish line, the ground exploded with Cybugs. As the residents of Sugar Rush hurried to escape from the Cybugs, Ralph tried to flee with Vanellope. But she couldn't leave the game because she was a glitch. No, Ralph said, I am not leaving you again. Calhoun shouted, well, without a beacon, we have no way to stop those bugs. Ralph wouldn't leave Vanellope behind. He just had to save her. As Felix and Calhoun fought off Cybugs, Ralph got an idea. He would create his own beacon. So he ran to Diet Cola Mountain, pounding at the candy in hopes of making a beacon to attract and trap those Cybugs. Meanwhile, Turbo got swallowed by a Cybug, but it only turned Turbo into a Cybug and Turbo, so he was even stronger. Turbo stopped and attacked Ralph, but he was too strong for Ralph. Ralph looked down to the mountain and sacrificed himself to save Vanellope, finally knowing the truth. There's no one I'd rather be than me. Just in the nick of time, Vanellope glitched through the mountain wall and saved Ralph. Oh, look at that picture of the Cybug. So scary, I wouldn't want to be Ralph if I were him. When the candies hit the cola, a glowing geyser spewed out of the top of the mountain. The Cybugs flew toward the light of the beacon, and all the bugs were destroyed, including Turbo. Vanellope crossed the finish line and reset the game, becoming the queen and a racer. Oh, she's a queen just like Elsa, and restoring everything with her. She liked to be able to glitch. It was her racing superpower. After that, Ralph returned to his game, but he didn't mind being the bad guy this time. He knew he didn't need a medal to be the good guy. Look how happy Ralph is as a good guy. I think he makes a really good guy. It almost reminds me of the time Eric's ship got in shipwreck, and I saved him when he was up on the shore. It's so nice when you can save friends like that and help them out. Oh, I just love the story so much. Well, I am getting tired now, so I think it's about time for me to head to bed with all my little fishy friends. But it was so nice to see you guys, and I hope you guys liked the bedtime story. I'll see you later, Angelfish.